Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Hope you guys are doing well. We are here today. We're going to be talking about healing from long-term breakups, healing from traumas, and a bunch of other
Listen,
shit. So stay tuned. Weekly updates.
I got yelled at the gym again. How do you guys feel about people recording at the gym? Because half of my For You page is like fitness girls and stuff like that. Like that's what I like to watch. And they're all recording at the gym. I've recorded at the gym for years, whether I'm like posting something or like I'm recording something for my coach or I'm recording something genuinely for myself because I watch back my form all the time. And it's like, as long as you're not getting other people in your content or you're avoiding it to the best of your ability, or when you post it, you know, you're like blurring out their face or editing them out, like I don't see an issue with it. People do it literally all the time. So the other day I'm at the gym, I'm on the treadmill. My sister walks into the gym. Obviously, she gives me consent to record her, like she doesn't care. So I took a picture of my sister at the gym. I was like, ha, see you. And this lady next to me on the treadmill is like huffing and puffing. She's like, and then she's like yelling. She's like, you can't do that. I was like, do what? She was like, you can't record. You can't take out your camera. I was like, yes, I can. I was like, I wasn't recording you. And I showed her. I was like, that's my sister. Like, she's fine with it. She's like, no. She points to like a non-existent sign. You can't record. I'm like, first of all, I've gone to this gym for like, I don't even know, 10 years. And I've always recorded here. The personal trainers at that gym literally record their clients. Like, I see them. And like half the time I'm in the background of their video. And this lady's telling me you can't record. I'm like, yes, I can, but thank you for your opinion. That's literally all I kept saying. She was like, I'm telling head office I'm getting you kicked out. I'm like, okay, thank you for your opinion. Let me know how that goes. She leaves like huffing and puffing. Literally 10, 15 minutes go by. Nothing.
She probably did say something, but
but then I looked at the policy and like on the
you can record.
No, it doesn't. On the website,
you can.
You can. It says you are permitted to do photo or video as long as you have the other person's consent.
And not in the change room.
And then of yourself, you are allowed to. So like, dude, these freaking Karens at the gym, first I got kicked out of the sauna, which, oh my fucking God. Then that same day, I went to the sauna. I was wearing shorts this time. I put on a pair of booty shorts since that's more appropriate than my leggings and a towel, and I was sitting on it, and I was like, let me just go have a zen little time in the sauna. There's women in there. Again, like, I would assume this is the same prototype of woman who complained about me wearing my leggings, okay? The last time in the sauna. Having a full-blown conversation, like loud, like, oh my God, yeah, I'm a teacher. I have 2 weeks off right now. Like literally this was their conversation. I'm a teacher. I have 2 weeks off right now. And I have to go back. I'm going to try the yoga class, laughing, yelling. And I'm like, bro, how is this allowed? Yeah, but I'm not like, I just like I said, this year I'm trying to like regulate my nervous system. So I was just like, let me just put my headphones in, even though they were louder than my headphones, and zen the fuck out. But it's just like, you know what? I realized like keeping my cool when that lady was yelling at me made her look so fucking dumb and made me feel so good.
Makes me get more mad too.
I was like, thank you for your opinion. Like, my advice is just know your rights with like anything. Like, just know your rights. If you know you're not doing something wrong, be calm. Don't like, just be calm about it. If you're actually unsure, if I was like nervous, oh fuck, maybe I shouldn't have been recording, I would have been apologetic. I would have been like, I'm so sorry. Like, but I wasn't sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, it's my weekly update.
What's my weekly update? My best friend's moving to BC, which kind of sucks, kind of sad. Haven't really like navigated a friendship moving. I see it all the time on social media, like, oh, my best friend moved or my family moved. Haven't navigated it. It's kind of weird. Like, people ask me, are you sad? I'm like, yeah, I'm sad, but like, I can't cry right now about it. And I feel like it's just because I'm more happy than sad. And we've spoken about like how we're not really. I didn't cry for Sam's wedding.
I didn't even cry for my
wedding. Walking down the aisle and people are crying. I was like, this is my cue. Like, I was just like happy. I cried for the $5 dance because I was like, that was sad to see. But anyways, that's a weekly update. We had her going away party the other day, and it was just like nice to have everyone together, and she's moving. So definitely gonna have to make a trip to Kelowna this year, which I'm excited for. But other than that, like not really much happening. Kind of want to just talk about like healing and certain areas of our life that like has happened that I feel like people can relate to. And I feel like now that like I'm fully over it, fully healed, and just like doing my own thing, I can finally talk about the healing of like my relationship ending, like the healing stages, and maybe like my advice for someone who's either going through a breakup or is like thinking about breaking up with someone. To be clear, I was one broken up with, so I didn't do any dumping. I got dumped, but I feel like, why are you laughing?
Because like, why do you put it like that?
I did. I got broken up with. I'm not ashamed. Like, what's something embarrassing about it? So let me just go through, I guess, like my timeline, and if anybody like is going through something similar, maybe they can relate. Because people ask like, oh, like you kind of like got over it quickly. I mean, I don't think a year is quick. There's like definitely like comes and goes in phases. It's like grief. Like when someone like passes away, you're grieving. You're like, it would be okay, and then sometimes like you won't be like that okay.
But I also think that like depending on how the breakup is or like why the people broke up,
Yeah,
you already might be like
checked out.
halfway. You already might be halfway out of the relationship or checked out by the time you get broken up with, or by the time you get by the time you break up. Like you might already be like, okay, like this wasn't working, so you've already mourned that part of the relationship.
How to like heal from a long-term breakup. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I don't even really know what the fuck I did. One, and this can be like kind of like either one way or the other. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, go on dates and like put yourself out there. Me personally, like I didn't feel like I didn't want to do that. Like I'd rather like be alone and like learn how to be with myself again after like being 22 to now like to then 25. So I spent a lot of time alone. Like I did a lot of things like volunteering. I played soccer again. Like just like really spending time alone and being like okay with like not having someone to sleep over all the time or me going over someone's house. Like just really being alone. I spent New Year's alone. Like I don't know. I just like Valentine's Day alone. Like I just like prioritize aloneness.
Loner.
What?
Kidding.
No, I'm nothing wrong with being alone.
I'm kidding. There isn't.
And like a lot of people like will say like if my friends are like, why don't you put yourself out there and go on dates? Like it's time to put yourself out there. I'm like,
I also
I hate
think though,
that.
like
sorry,
even,
if you're a friend and your friend's going through a breakup, please do not say put yourself out there or like it's time to like put yourself out there. It's time to like get over it or like no, it's not time to do that. Like there's no set time for that. And for me personally, I just didn't feel the need to like go on multiple dates with people. Like I just didn't. It like made me annoyed to like do that until I was like I guess ready. And I went on 2 dates with 2 different people, and that's it. So
I think also like speaking of being alone, like even when you're already in the relationship, setting yourself up for success, not in case you break up, but like just longevity in your relationship would be like spending time alone even when you're in your relationship. I think that a lot of relationships end because people don't give the other person space to be alone and do their own thing and have their hobbies. Like they're always together, they're always sleeping over. Like I'm talking about like before you're married or like you live together, which even when you live together, like for myself, like we don't do everything together. But I think that like a long relationship is giving each other the space to be alone, to go out with your friends, to like go on trips, go on boys trips, go on girls trips, not have to text all day, every day.
Hand up. I used to have a really anxious attachment. Like I would have to feel like I'm texting my partner all the time in order for our connection to be alive or like he still likes me, I still like him, we still love each other, whatever. Until like recently, I feel like I've learned like you don't have to fucking text every day. And it's actually if you have an anxious attachment and you like are dating somebody or with somebody who like doesn't text you a lot, you'll be surprised like how it will kind of heal your anxious attachment to be more secure because like I'm not gonna scare the guy away by fucking blowing up his phone. Like no.
But it's also not that. It's like you're okay with whatever that person is doing.
With the space in between. Like I don't have to be up your ass texting you to know that like, okay, are we good? Like you still like me kind of thing. And like there's so many differing opinions here. Because a lot of my friends like say that they need to be texting all the time. Like they like that constant communication. I personally now like don't because like what it saves no conversation for like in person. And then people will argue, well, people argue if you really like the person, you'll have so much to talk about all the time. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about if you vacuumed your carpet today and now you're going to get a book. Like, okay, yeah, cool, that's nice. But like I'd rather have like those intentional deep conversations in person.
I think it's fine if you're someone who texts every day. Like text all day, every day with your partner, and like that's what you do, and like you genuinely like you just do it. It's not something that you're forcing. But like if you get anxious about it, that's something you need to work on. Like if you are like, oh my God, he's not texting me, he's not doing this, or she's not doing this, or like what is she doing? Yeah. Like that's more of a you problem, and like that's an issue. If it's like just natural that you guys are just like, hey, yeah, you're always texting, cool. Like that's whatever. But when it becomes like you're obsessive about it, that's when things will start going downhill. And I've seen it in so many relationships. Like, what do you think? And like, you'll text your friends, what do you think he's doing? He hasn't answered me in an hour.
Yeah, you like spiral. Another thing is I've learned I hate a pen pal. I hate it for me. I hate it for my friends. I hate a fucking pen pal. And what is a pen pal? A pen pal is you go, maybe you haven't even went on a date with them. Maybe you met them on Hinge. Maybe you're just started talking and all you're doing is texting with empty plans. There's no motive to meet up, to have a date. Like, you're just texting. It's like, what the fuck is the point of that? And then maybe you go on a date. Maybe you go on one date and then they continue to be a pen pal without like asking you for a second date. Like, if that man, I personally, in my opinion, is not planning a date in the calendar within like the first like maybe week or so, or week 2 of the first date, yeah, Sam. Like, I don't want a pen pal. I personally don't want somebody texting me like without any intention of like going on a second date with me or third.
Yeah, because it's like, who else are they texting? Are they like sussing out
but
their
like
options?
I'm like old enough, like it's just I'm at that mentality where it's like I don't need a pen pal. I don't need you to be my friend right now of like just texting without meeting up. Like, are you gonna plan a date in the calendar or what? And if there's someone who even is like, had a great time with you, like let's plan something, and then maybe in 4 days they follow up. Hey, I want to plan something for February 3rd. Are you free? Yeah. Okay, see you on February 3rd. And then maybe on the 2nd or the 1st. Hey, you still good for the 3rd? Like, I like that. Like, not someone who's just texting me with like empty motivation. And I've seen that in so many of my friends, like, and even like me before, where it's like they're just pen paling me to like keep me there, but there's no intention of doing anything. And I just think that's the biggest, like, it's exhausting.
That sounds exhausting.
It's exhausting. It's just like, and I feel like that's what dating has become these days. Like, sometimes, like, just texting and like digital and like that false sense of intimacy over text where it's like nothing's happening in person. If shit's not happening in person, shit's not happening. You don't have a connection, in my opinion. So that's what I have to say about that. I'm just trying to think, because like it's just funny, like being out of a 3-year relationship now, like the things that have happened that I've learned and that I've realized, like I would, like shit wouldn't fly with me now that like I let shit fly with me when I was like in my early 20s. Weird. And one thing that I'm doing in like these days is like I'm speaking my truth, which is like something that I think like a lot of people are scared to do sometimes. Like, they're scared to be outward and speak their truth because I personally was afraid that person wouldn't like me as much. Like, if I have a strong opinion on something, if I have a boundary, if I say something transparently. So like I wouldn't like lie, but I would withhold a lot of things because I'd be like, this might like skew their perception.
Like what? Like, are you okay with this person doing XYZ?
Like, yeah, like for example, if my boyfriend went to a strip club, I'm personally not okay. I'm okay with that. But if he got like a lap dance, I'm personally not okay with that. So like I wouldn't say it and then it would happen. It would never happen. But like, let's say it would happen or it did happen. Like I get pissed. But I never said that because I wouldn't want that person's perception of me being like different or them thinking like, oh, she's like not chill. And she's like, no, like I don't give a fuck about being chill. Like, I don't want my boyfriend going to a strip club and getting a lap dance and touching strippers. The thought of even like going to a strip club on a random Thursday with your guys kind of like makes me like, ew.
I feel like if you're going to a strip club on a bachelor party or like that's like,
yeah, that's fine.
If your man goes to a strip club like once in a blue fucking mood because it's like for a bachelor party and that's what they want to do, that's one thing. But if it's like something they do like, on a night out,
like let's go for dinner, drinks, and hit the strip club, like that's weird.
That's
fuck.
Odd to me.
Maybe if you're single, but if you're in a relationship, like what? You have a stripper at
no,
home.
But even
like,
if you're single,
you know what I mean?
Stripper. Yeah, but even if you're single, it's just kind of like that's what you do for fun.
Data. I've also learned something. Everything is data. Like we used to say like red flags, green flags. I don't say that anymore. Everything is data. Like I always say to my friends too, like I say data. Like, oh, he did this. That's data. Like store it in the back of your mind. It's not maybe it's not a green flag, maybe it's not a red flag, but it's like something to collect. And then you collect all this data and then you put it on a paper and you make your own decision of like whether or not you want to continue this or not. Like, what data do you have?
You know what a lot of trauma we have is like, especially like girls of our generation, like around our age, is like we always grew up being like, oh, you need to be the chill girl. Like you'd want your boyfriend to be like, she's so chill, like she doesn't care, she's so chill. I used to be like that, even with Roman.
You think it's like a flex.
Like, yeah, even with Roman, like, oh, I don't give a fuck. He's doing that. I don't care. Like, I'm chilling. Now, I will literally tell him I'm not okay with that.
I think obviously, it's one thing to like mother. Like, I don't want to like mother.
No, like there has to be a boundary where like you're not the guy's mother, where you're like you're not doing this, or like you're not allowed. You're not allowed. Like you're not saying that. What you are saying is, I'm not okay with you acting this way. I'm not okay or comfortable with you going to a strip club. I'm not okay or comfortable with you. Fucking I don't know,
liking random people's pic,
whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be that like I think that's so stupid,
immature, but yeah.
But like it could even be like I'm not okay with you ordering Uber Eats every single day. Like,
not only that, not only I'm not okay with you, it's also like, this is what's about me. This is what's happened to me.
yeah, like it can't
This
be.
is my not trauma dumping, but this is where I come from.
No,
Like,
this is my boundary, and it's not about controlling the person. It's about setting boundaries on what you're okay with.
No.
But then also having a compromise. Like if you're like, I'm not okay with you ordering Uber Eats every day, like it's not good for your health. It makes me worried about your health.
Yeah.
And also you're spending too much money on it and like financial, whatever it is. I'm just using this as an example. But that person's like, listen, like let's say you don't live with them. Listen, I don't have time to make my lunch. Like I need to order Uber Eats sometimes. Maybe I'll do it twice a week. Can you help me maybe meal prep? Sure. Like that's like, I feel like a healthy relationship. Like you're compromising. But if you're like, if the guy's like, yeah, I won't. It's like they're just like, yeah, just to shut you up. And then you find out they keep doing it. That's when you feel like betrayed. Even if it's as small as like an Uber Eats thing. You start to feel betrayed and you're like, hey, like you actually don't care about what I care about. And then that compounds and that's data. That compounds, more data. And then you're eventually like, do you even give a fuck?
yeah, and you resent. Another thing, we posted a clip, I think like 3 years ago now, of me, and oh my God, people are shitting on me on YouTube, of me saying, I don't think you should tell your partner every single thing. Now that I look back at the clip, I disagree with myself. I think that you should be telling your partner every single thing, because if it's a right person and the right partner, you can never say the wrong thing in terms of like where you came from. And that's fucking growth for me, bro. Like, are you kidding me? That's like healing from me, because back then I was like, I'm scared to tell people things and like they're going to look bad. So I don't want to tell you every single thing. No, you should. And if they think or see you differently or don't like walk through it with you, like that's not the right partner for you.
I also think like you shouldn't be penalized if you can't remember every single thing that you've ever done in your life.
No.
Like, if that's true, like if you're with the right person, they'll just like laugh it off. Something comes
But not
up.
only
Oh
like
yeah,
that,
I
like-
did X, Y, and Z. Like this is something that happened. Oh my God, yeah, I went on a date at this place once. Oh, with who? Like, you know what I mean?
It's
Like
you're not hiding it. It's just like it's coming up naturally. Like that's one thing I've learned. Like you don't have to trauma dump on somebody right away. Like it comes naturally as you get more comfortable. But my piece of advice that I'm telling myself and like telling people is like, you will never say the wrong thing to the right person. Like truly you won't. Now, not gonna fucking call them a B word and a C, like you're not gonna like offend them. But I mean like when it comes to like telling them your truth, like you're not gonna scare someone away if they're the right person who like wants to be there. So that's what
and I
I've learned.
think my advice for longevity in a relationship would be number one, give each other space. Go on your girls' trips, go on your boys' trips, go on a night out, or even just like let them do their hobby on their own. Don't be up
the butt.
their ass with everything they do. Like give each other that space. Give each other space to miss each other. You'll be like way more obsessed with each other. And number two is set boundaries, like clear boundaries. Don't make them guess what you want and what you don't want, because I will tell you right now, I don't think men can read minds.
guessing.
You know what I mean? Like they're not very good at that. So just tell them, set those boundaries. And like Fran said, the right person will respect it. Thank you for watching. Let us know what else you want to hear next time. And if you have any relationship advice, or if you want to send us in your relationship issues and we give our little advice on it based on our background, her being through a couple of relationships, me now being married, then send it to us on Instagram DM and we'll read it anonymously.
Okay, bye guys.